Turn every adversity into your greatest advantage. Voiceover. Deep, resonant, authoritative, yet filled with underlying passion and conviction. Pacing is deliberate, allowing words to land with impact. Music bed should be cinematic, building subtly throughout. They will come, the storms, the setbacks, the moments that steal the air from your lungs and threaten to shatter the very bedrock of your belief. They are not optional. They are woven into the fabric of existence, the relentless crucible in which human potential is either forged into unbreakable strength or reduced to ash. Most will shrink. Most will seek shelter, curse the heavens, and whisper of defeat. They will see only the wall, the chasm, the insurmountable. They will taste the bitter fruit of circumstance and declare it their unalterable fate. But you are here because a different whisper echoes within you. A whisper that speaks not of defeat, but of defiance. Not of breaking, but of becoming. This is not a sermon for the faint of heart, nor a lullaby for the complacent. This is an awakening, a call to arms for the warrior spirit that slumbers within, waiting for the clarion call of challenge to ignite its ferocious power. For within every trial, every heartbreak, every crushing disappointment lies a hidden blueprint, a code, the resilience code. And once understood, once activated, it transforms every obstacle, every perceived enemy, every shadow of doubt into your most potent ally, your greatest advantage. This is not about simply enduring. The world is full of those who endure, their spirits slowly eroding like stone under a relentless tide. This is about transmuting. It is about alchemy of the soul. It is about understanding that the universe does not conspire against you. It conspires for you, presenting you with the raw, unyielding materials from which true greatness is carved. The pressure that creates diamonds is no gentle caress. The fire that tempers steel is no comforting warmth. And the adversity that forges an indomitable spirit is no walk in the park. It demands something of you. It demands that you look into the teeth of the gale and choose to see not destruction, but the power to reshape your sails. It demands that you stand on the precipice of the unknown and choose to see not a fall, but the impetus to build wings. Consider the giants upon whose shoulders we stand. Were their paths paved with ease? Was their journey a gentle stroll through sunlit meadows? Lincoln, wrestling with the soul of a fractured nation, bearing the weight of civil war, haunted by personal loss and the crushing burden of leadership. Did he succumb? Or did each trial etch deeper lines of resolve into his face, fueling a purpose that would redefine a continent? Edison, facing a relentless barrage of 1,000, 10,000 failures before a single bulb pierced the darkness. Did he label them failures? Or did he, with unyielding tenacity, declare each one a step forward, a lesson learned, a narrowing of the path to inevitable success? He understood, perhaps instinctively, a fundamental tenet of this code, that within every apparent dead end lies the signpost to a new beginning, if only you possess the vision to see it and the courage to pursue it. The modern landscape is no different. The challenges may wear new masks: economic uncertainty, technological disruption, the cacophony of a world that never sleeps. But their essence remains the same. They are tests. They are provocations. They are invitations to rise. And the resilience code remains the immutable key to unlocking not just survival, but an explosive, undeniable thriving. It begins not with external strategies, not with clever tactics, but deep within the sanctum of your own mind. It begins with a declaration, a sovereign decree issued from the throne of your will. I will not be broken. I will not be diminished. I will find the advantage. I will become the advantage. This is not arrogance. This is the quiet, unshakable confidence born of understanding that the power to define your response, and therefore your reality, rests solely and unequivocally with you. The winds of adversity will blow, that is a certainty. Whether they scatter your dreams like chaff or fill your sails towards a grander destiny, that, and that alone, is your sacred, inviolable choice. The code is not a secret whispered among the elite. It is a universal truth, waiting to be claimed by anyone with the audacity to believe in their own inherent, unyielding power to overcome, to adapt, and to ultimately conquer. The first etching of this code upon your soul is the unwavering commitment to see beyond the immediate pain, beyond the apparent loss, to the nascent opportunity that always, always lies dormant within the heart of the storm. It is time to awaken it. The very foundation of this resilience code, the unshakable ground upon which all other strengths are built, is belief. Not a fleeting hope, not a casual
optimism, but a profound, deeply embedded conviction that burns like an eternal flame in the core of your being. A belief in your inherent capacity to meet any challenge, to endure any hardship, and to ultimately wrest victory from the jaws of defeat. This is not blind faith. It is an informed confidence forged in the small battles won, nurtured by the understanding that your past adversities, the ones you have already conquered, are irrefutable proof of your strength. You have been tested before, and you are still standing. That is not accident. That is evidence. This belief must be tethered to a definite chief aim, a burning obsession, as Napoleon Hill so powerfully articulated. Without a clear, compelling purpose, adversity becomes a tempest that throws your ship aimlessly upon a raging sea. But with a purpose, a grand and inspiring vision that pulls you forward with magnetic force, adversity becomes the very wind that, though challenging, can be harnessed to propel you towards your destination with even greater speed. Your purpose is your North Star, unwavering and brilliant, even when clouds of doubt and despair attempt to obscure it. When the storms hit, when the critics howl, when your own inner voice whispers insidious lies of inadequacy, it is this definite purpose that anchors you, that reminds you why you must persevere, why the struggle is worth more than the comfort of surrender. Think of the early pioneers, venturing into uncharted territories. What drove them past starvation, past hostile encounters, past the crushing loneliness of the unknown? A vision, a belief in something greater than their immediate suffering, a new life, a new beginning, a legacy. Their purpose was not merely to survive the journey, but to reach the promised land. And so it must be with you. Your purpose must be so deeply ingrained, so emotionally charged, that the thought of abandoning it is more painful than any trial the world can throw your way. This is where autosuggestion becomes your most powerful ally. In the face of setbacks, when evidence seems to mount against you, you must consciously, deliberately, and relentlessly feed your subconscious mind with affirmations of your strength, your resilience, your inevitable success. You must become your own most fervent believer, your own most unwavering cheerleader. You must speak to yourself in the language of victory, even when the battlefield is still shrouded in smoke. Henry Ford did not merely wish for a motor car. He was consumed by the vision of a horseless carriage for the great multitude. This was his definite chief aim. He faced financial ruin, skepticism from so-called experts, betrayals by partners. Many would have quit. Many did. But Ford's belief, inextricably linked to his monumental purpose, was a furnace that consumed every obstacle, transforming it into fuel. Each bankruptcy, each failed prototype, was not a signal to stop, but a demand to innovate, to refine, to persist with even greater ferocity. He understood that belief is not passive. It is an active force, a creative energy that shapes reality. He didn't just believe he could do it. He believed it was his destiny to do it, and that the universe would eventually yield to the sheer intensity of his unwavering conviction. When adversity strikes, it often seeks to erode this belief first. It whispers that your dream is too big, that you are not enough, that the odds are insurmountable. This is the critical juncture. This is where the resilience code demands you to stand firm, to draw a line in the sand of your mind and declare, thus far and no further. You reinforce your belief by revisiting your why, by visualizing your success with such clarity and emotion that it feels real, by surrounding yourself with influences that strengthen, not weaken, your resolve. You protect your belief as a warrior protects their king, for it is indeed the king of your inner kingdom, the source of all your power. Let the world doubt, let the circumstances challenge, but never ever let your own belief in your ultimate triumph waver. For when belief stands resolute, the path through adversity, however arduous, becomes illuminated. It's the understanding that the fiercer the battle, the more glorious the victory. And that victory begins, always, with the unshakable, unyielding, unconquerable belief that you are, and always will be, more than enough. This isn't just positive thinking. This is a fundamental restructuring of your internal operating system, reprogramming yourself to see every challenge not as a threat, but as an affirmation of the strength you're about to discover within yourself. With this bedrock of belief and the guiding star of your definite purpose firmly established, the next layer of the resilience code unfolds. Clarity of vision and the unyielding discipline of action. For belief without a clear picture of the desired outcome is like a powerful engine without a steering wheel. And vision without disciplined action is merely a pleasant daydream, a fleeting fantasy that dissolves at the first sign of resistance. Adversity has a way of clouding judgment, of creating a fog of fear and uncertainty that can paralyze even the strongest. But the resilient mind cuts through this fog with the sharp lens of a crystal-clear vision. You must see with unwavering clarity not just the overcoming of the immediate obstacle, but the larger triumph that lies beyond it. You must visualize the advantage gained from this trial, the new strength, the refined skill, the deeper wisdom. This is not about ignoring the reality of the challenge. It is about superimposing upon that reality a more powerful, more compelling vision of your success. When Andrew Carnegie envisioned a world connected by steel, he didn't just see railroads and bridges. He saw progress. He saw empire. He saw a transformation of society. This grand vision fueled him through economic panics, labor disputes, and the immense complexities of building an industrial behemoth from the ground up. He held that vision so clearly, so intensely, that it became a magnetic force, drawing to him the resources, the people, and the opportunities needed to bring it into existence, even when the path was strewn with seemingly insurmountable obstacles. But vision alone, however grand, is impotent without the rigorous, relentless application of disciplined action. Adversity will test your commitment to act. It will present 1,000 reasons to hesitate, to procrastinate, to retreat. The resilience code demands that you answer these temptations with immediate, persistent, and purposeful action. It's about winning the morning, every morning, by recommitting to your tasks, regardless of how you feel. It's about breaking down the monumental challenge into manageable steps and then attacking each step with focused intensity. Thomas Edison, in his pursuit of the electric light, didn't just dream of a world without darkness. He meticulously, systematically, and tirelessly worked through thousands of filament materials. His discipline was legendary. His famous adage, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration," is a testament to this truth. The inspiration was the vision. The perspiration was the disciplined action required to manifest it, especially through setback after setback. This discipline extends to your thoughts as well. You must discipline your mind to reject negativity, to starve doubt, and to consistently refocus on your vision and the next logical step. When faced with a setback, the undisciplined mind spirals into despair. The disciplined mind asks, "What can I learn from this? What is my next move?" It understands that momentum is critical. Even small actions taken consistently build a powerful current that can carry you through the roughest waters. The temptation during hardship is to wait. Wait for conditions to improve. Wait for inspiration to strike. Wait for help to arrive. The resilient individual understands that waiting is a passive surrender. Action, however imperfect, is a declaration of intent, a signal to the universe that you are still in the fight, that you are still moving towards your goal. Consider the Wright brothers. Their vision was audacious, almost laughable to many at the time. Human flight. They faced ridicule, limited funding, and countless crashes and mechanical failures that would have deterred lesser men. But their vision of soaring through the skies was so vivid, and their disciplined approach to aeronautical engineering, observing birds, building wind tunnels, meticulously testing and refining their gliders and flyers, was so unwavering that they systematically overcame every obstacle. Each crash was not a reason to quit, but a data point, a lesson learned, an iteration closer to success. Their discipline was not just in the workshop, it was in their unwavering commitment to their methodical process, day after day, year after year, in the face of public skepticism and the very real dangers of their endeavor. The resilience code, therefore, demands that you become a master of both inner vision and outer action. Cultivate the ability to see your triumph with such clarity that it feels inevitable. And then marry that vision to a daily, unwavering discipline of purposeful activity. Let your actions be the living embodiment of your belief. Let your persistence be the undeniable proof of your commitment. When adversity strikes, it is not a time to shrink. It is a time to sharpen your focus, to double down on your efforts, to act with a conviction that leaves no room for doubt. For it is in the crucible of disciplined action, fueled by a clear and compelling vision, that the raw material of adversity is transformed into the unbreakable steel of character and the triumphant reality of achievement. This is where you cease to be a victim of circumstance and become the architect of your destiny, building your empire one deliberate, disciplined action at a time, straight through the heart of the storm. As you navigate the turbulent waters of adversity, armed with belief, purpose, vision, and disciplined action, another crucial element of the resilience code emerges: adaptability, the profound capacity to learn, and the eventual transformative gratitude for the scars. Life is not a straight line. It is a dynamic, ever-changing landscape. The storms of adversity are often nature's way of signaling that a shift is required, a change in strategy, a refinement of approach, sometimes even a courageous pivot in the dream itself, not to abandon it, but to elevate it. The mighty oak, rigid and unyielding, may be shattered by the hurricane, while the humble reed, flexible and adaptable, bends with the wind and springs back, stronger for having weathered the blast. Adaptability is not weakness, it is intelligent strength. It is the recognition that your initial plan, however brilliant, may encounter unforeseen realities that necessitate a new course. Think of the great explorers. They set out with a map, but often the territory itself demanded they redraw it, find new passages, or even alter their destination based on the formidable truths they encountered. They did not see these deviations as failures, but as essential parts of the journey of discovery. So too must you be willing to adjust your sails when the winds of adversity shift. Clinging stubbornly to a failing strategy in the face of overwhelming evidence is not resilience. It is rigidity, and rigidity is fragile. True resilience lies in the ability to learn quickly from setbacks, to extract the valuable lesson embedded within the pain, and to courageously implement a new, more informed approach. Every setback, every failure, every moment of hardship carries within it, as Napoleon Hill taught, the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. Your task, when faced with adversity, is to become a master prospector, diligently searching for that seed. Ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? What weakness has it exposed that I can now strengthen? What outdated assumption has it shattered, clearing the way for a more potent truth? What new skill am I being forced to develop? This mindset transforms adversity from a punitive force into a powerful teacher. The scars you accumulate are not marks of shame. They are badges of honor, testaments to battles fought and lessons learned. They are the etchings of wisdom upon your soul. Consider Walt Disney. His early career was a tapestry of failures. His first animation studio, Laugh-O-Gram, went bankrupt. He was told he lacked creativity. He lost the rights to his first successful character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Many would have been crushed, their dreams extinguished. But Disney possessed an extraordinary ability to adapt and learn. Each failure fueled a new innovation, a fiercer determination. The loss of Oswald led directly to the creation of Mickey Mouse. Financial struggles forced him to pioneer new animation techniques and business models. He didn't just bounce back, he bounced forward, each adversity forcing him to dig deeper, to become more resourceful, more inventive. He didn't just endure his trials, he metabolized them, turning poison into potion. This process of learning and adapting is often accelerated when we wisely seek counsel, when we study the lives of those who have navigated similar storms, when we form alliances with those who can offer different perspectives. The spirit of the Mastermind Alliance. You are not alone in your struggles, and the wisdom of ages, the experiences of others can illuminate paths you might not see on your own. But ultimately, the integration of these lessons, the courage to change course, rests with you. And then something remarkable happens. As you consistently apply this principle of extracting wisdom from hardship, as you become adept at adapting and innovating in the face of challenges, a profound shift can occur. You begin to develop a sense of gratitude, not just for the eventual triumph, but for the struggle itself. You realize that it was the adversity, the pressure, the demanding trials that sculpted you, that unearthed strengths you never knew you possessed, that deepened your character and clarified your purpose in ways that comfort and ease never could. You become grateful for the scars, for they are the roadmap of your becoming. This is not masochism. It is the enlightened understanding that the most valuable treasures are often found in the deepest, darkest caves. Abraham Lincoln, forged in the crucible of profound personal loss and the unimaginable agony of leading a nation through civil war, emerged not embittered, but with a depth of compassion, wisdom, and resolve that continues to inspire humanity. His trials did not break him, they made him. The Resilience Code, therefore, calls you to become a perpetual student of adversity. Embrace.